I just want to say this is not a troll. As far as I know, this person did actually rage quit. This was their last game of the night. They were not streaming. However, there were people watching the game and they jumped in. They were like, rage quit, rage quit. Anyways, I didn't realize who I was playing until after the game. I didn't even look at their name. I don't usually look at people's names when I'm playing them in Bullet. But I look in the chat and like people are like talking in the game chat, and I'm like, what is going on here? And then I look up at the name and I realize, oh my gosh, I was just in a Bullet game with Alexandra Botez. So without further ado, let's dive right into the game and see exactly what happened here. So I was white, started off the game with a little English opening, and I don't know how she plays at all. I know she streams. I actually haven't really seen her stream or don't know what she plays. So I was just playing my normal openings, what I usually play. Bishop g6, g3, d6, bishop g2, knight f6. Some relatively normal development moves going on here. Nothing exciting. e4. I like to play e4. It's probably a dubious move. Probably not the best move, but I like to take some space in the center. And especially in Bullet, I like to come at people on the king side. Right now, I'm just kind of trying to defend the queen side, play some smart chess, but right here now h3, this is where I start to prepare to attack, where I start to push my pawns down the board here. So wait and see how this goes here. Bishop e6, d3 to protect the pawn on e4, h5. I don't know if h5 was a good move for her. She's starting to weaken her king side. Probably doesn't realize what is about to happen here. So this is where I start to go ham. And this is kind of a little bit of a crazy move because my pawns, I don't really have the backup to make this move, but I do it anyways. Start pushing the pawn forward. She can takes, and then she can either take back with the knight or the bishop. Got enough pieces on that pawn to catch it. But I like opening up the F file, opening up the G file, and putting pressure on F6 maybe later on down the line. So let's see what happens. So she played pawn takes, knight takes F5. Now that's where I played bishop G5. Now this knight is sort of pinned to the knight behind it, because if this knight moves, then I have my rook and my bishop attacking the knight on F6. So let's see what she does. She plays knight to H7, backing up a little bit. Now, analysis-wise, the computer says this is slightly better for black. I don't mind this position for white, especially in bullet chess, because now the king's a little less secure, and we all know what bullet's all about. Bullet is about pushing your pieces down the board and checkmating. So h4. Now this is where she just missed that. My bishop was attacking her rook on a8 here, so I probably missed it sooner. So let's see here. Bishop g5, knight back, bishop back. h4 is an accuracy. That's where I get the advantage. Now I can swoop in, take this rook, and I'm up the exchange. And now I'm pretty confident, feeling pretty good about my game. Time-wise, I'm down about 6 seconds. And I do need to be careful. My king's kind of exposed now too. So let's see. Knight to d4. Says it was a mistake. Knight to e7 was better. This seems to give me a big advantage. So now I have a strong knight. I've got bishops pointing towards the king side. I've got the open F file. My queen's ready to get into the game. His rook's over here on a8 doing nothing. This bishop's biting on granite. It's hitting my pawn. Queen's backing up. So I'm feeling pretty good about the game at this point. So rook e8. Computer says that was a mistake. Queen f3 is an inaccuracy. Apparently b takes c5 was better. But we're playing for checkmate. We're not playing for small advantages here. So d5 is a good move. Bishop takes, bishop takes. Trading off some pawns. Now I've got an open b file. I like that. Oh yeah, I wanted to bring the rook over. Let's see. It says rook b e1 was a missed win. Oh yeah, that's right, because knight takes c5 would have been a free pawn. So if knight takes c5, bishop takes f3, I take his queen. and I just won another pawn. So I did miss that. So I played rook to e1, rook b e1. Now knight to g5 is just a huge mistake, right? So she's actually hanging her knight here. Unfortunately, I did not see that in the game. I was just saying, I had tunnel vision too. I saw that she was attacking my queen. My knight was pinned, and I totally missed the opportunity to play bishop g5. I played queen f5, which apparently is a mistake. I think just because it's because bishop takes g5 was so much better. So queen takes, rook takes f5, and now again, like I have a pretty sizable advantage. Feeling pretty good about my game. Uh, let's see what happens here. So I just decide, you know what? I'll take two pieces for the rook. This is really good. Now I'm +5. I have a 7-second time advantage. Like things are in good shape here. What happens is I start to just fall apart. And I gave her this pawn, and I don't know why. I don't think I realized I was up like 6 seconds. I had plenty of time. I could have played some better moves. I was moving very quickly, and I shouldn't have been. So she takes that. Now she's got this passed a pawn that's really, again, shouldn't be a problem, except for the fact that I start to let her make moves. So here, I'm attacking this pawn. She doesn't defend it. She just moves her bishop out of the way. I should have obviously taken bishop takes a5, but I did not. I play f6. Total blunder. Total blunder. And give her the opportunity to get that pawn moving. Bishop d7. Not only so I play bishop e7 check, which is good because now I'm defending. I can take on a3 if she pushes her pawn to a3. And I play about the worst move possible, which is knight to d6, allowing her to push her pawn forward. I don't know what I was really thinking here. I think I was dreaming of some opportunity to checkmate her over here in the corner with a bishop and a knight. Obviously, that was silly because there's no way I'm going to figure that out in 13 seconds or less. So instead, I let her get this queen, which is just awful. I don't even know if I could have after knight e6. I'm just down. She definitely gets the queen back. So a3. Yeah, I mean I made a huge mistake there. That's for sure. So anyway, so I start to come up with this some type of counterplay to try to counter on the king side. I get that pawn. Now she's got 7 seconds left, and you know it's not that easy to make great decisions with 7 seconds left, as you're about to see. So she should have a huge advantage now. Only problem is she's down on time, but you would think queen and bishop versus king, knight, bishop, and two pawns. She should probably be able to find some way to make some progress, but my bishop, the pawn, and the knight, and the pawn protecting it are kind of holding together a little bit. She should probably take this pawn because it's hanging. But I start to drum up some counterplay. She plays this, and I just take her bishop right off the board. Now she's checking with the queen. Looking now, she's just kind of moving around. I wish I had realized just how low she was on time, because then I probably would have just started blitzing her out. But I was still trying to find good moves, and I was doing a good job of it, and right up until and kept doing a good job with it. The problem is I was doing too good of a job, and now I'm the one that's down on time. So even when she makes this horrible blunder of queen e8 and I fork, because I had no business winning her queen. She could have just kept her queen separate and out of the way, and there is no way I would have been able to come back. I would have just lost on time. She would have blitzed me out. But I get this fork, and now I should have just been able to win this game. I'm up about a second, a little less than a second. Now I'm up a second. But somehow, I mean, I was pre-moving. What still irks me about this game, and you'll see in the end, and in the end, she flags me, but I'm up by 4.4 seconds. I was I was pre-moving my moves, but yet she still was able to get ahead. So she was still able to flag me. It says 0.2 seconds, but I actually lost on time. Uh, so yeah, right after the game, I guess that was. We'll say we won't say that she rage quit. Let's say that it was her last game of the night, and she just decided to take off after that because it was pretty late. But I think she was a little upset after getting that queen that she still wasn't able to win. So it was a great game. I'm looking forward to playing randomly, run into her again sometime. I think it was fun. I sent her a challenge. We'll see if she responds. But other than that, the one thing to learn, guys, is don't worry about playing titled players. Once you guys study your tactics, just keep studying your tactics. I tell everybody up until like 2200 rating, tactics are the most important thing. Like she lost this game or drew this game, I should say, because of a tactic. She missed this fork, and I got her queen, and I was able to draw. Should have won, but just didn't move fast enough. I guess she's a little. I guess I'm getting old, and it is what it is. So that's it. I'm gonna end this stream right now because I was making this whole stream was just for this video. But guys, if you enjoyed the video, guys and girls, if you enjoyed the video, look me up on Twitch, Mikey Clarkey, or Mikey Clarkey on YouTube. Drop me a follow, drop me a sub. Looking forward to playing with you guys. Take it easy. Bye.